And it is the love also that brings faith. And faith is very essential in the whole process of yoga. I can tell another story about that. Yes, we'll be able to manage that before 10:30 when we have a break. There is again Shiva and Shakti walking around on earth, having a holiday. And they are meeting a group of yogis. These yogis, of course, they are thrilled at meeting Shiva and Shakti. So, okay, they sit with them for a while and drink some tea and have some talk. And the leader of those yogis wants to ask a question. So he asks Shiva and Shakti, I have been now, or he actually asks it to Shiva, yes. He asks Shiva, I have been doing now very sincerely yoga for 20 years. I have, been a complete vegetarian. I have done 8 hours of meditation a day, not looked at any woman that I have, that passed by, been completely focused on you. How long will it take me now to reach enlightenment? And Shiva thinks a little bit and then says, well, 2 lives, 3 lives maybe, then you will get it. The guy is a little bit disappointed, thinking, I'm doing all this work. And he's saying only still 2 or 3 lives I have to do, so he's a little depressed. And then some of his colleagues, also ask the same question, and of course they are not doing as much yoga as their leader, but still, they also have some kind of record, of what they've been doing. And there, Shiva will say, well, 6 lives, or 7 lives, or 10 lives, something like that. And with that group, there is an old man traveling with them, who is like a servant to these yogis, who goes, buy the groceries and make some food and do some laundry, things like that. So, after everybody has asked this question, he also, likes to ask this question. And he says, well, Shiva, I'm not really doing any yoga, I'm a very simple person, I don't know much about that, I'm just, helping these people, and in return I'm getting some food myself, so, it's like, I'm a servant. So how much time you think I will take to become enlightened? And Shiva thinks, oh God, what have I to say? Because, if he's going on like this, it's going to take forever. So, what can I tell him? So, he doesn't really want to tell him that, so he tells him, well, you will certainly become enlightened. But he doesn't say how long it will take. He just says, you will certainly become enlightened, don't doubt it. And the old man hears Shiva saying this to him. And, this is for him unexpected. He cannot, identify with that so easily, but if Shiva is saying it, it must be true. So he becomes completely, happy and suddenly, enlightened. Right? So this is just a story, but what it demonstrates is the importance of faith, the importance of trust in the divine. So, if I'm telling all of you, you really are enlightened. Huh? You should all believe me. Huh? And you don't have to believe me, you can believe other people and scriptures and your own experience, and understand that really, yes, you are, and live accordingly. And to have this love for the divine, this love for God, this trust for God, the trust also that if you can, make some room for the divine, if you can focus on the divine, that you will become the divine, that everything will become the divine, then it will be like that. So that is the power of Bhakti. Not to question, not to ask, not to wonder, not to doubt. The intellect is all about doubt. But you have to doubt the doubt. If you want to doubt everything, you also have to doubt the doubt. So don't doubt, believe, and you will get it. You have to do that. You have to drop the doubt. You have to become a little crazy, as I said, and just go for it. And then you will have it. relatively easily. I'm not saying as easy as with this old man, but relatively easy.